We are going to start the 6 o'clock hour with breaking news affecting a lot of people right now. There's a standoff underway near Camp Pendleton.
This is creating a major mess. This is on the northbound lanes near Christianitos Road. Lanes on both sides of the 5 closed right now. We want to get it out to News 8's Chris Groh live with an update for us. What are you seeing there, Chris?
Hey, good morning, Eric and Ed. Look, we got here maybe about a half hour ago. Traffic at a standstill right now. In fact, we're just off of San Onofre, that exit there. We're probably about 3/4 of a mile, and you can see just how backed up this traffic is now. We're going to get to what we expect to see moving forward and kind of what CHP is doing in a moment. We're going to hear from Jenny live there in studio. We're going to give her that view, but right now, let's get to why this is happening. There is an actual standoff between law enforcement and a domestic violence suspect going on right now on the 5 northbound. Now, this all started at 8:30 on Tuesday night. A woman actually called police in City Heights, said she had been assaulted by her boyfriend. They took a report. They got a description of his vehicle, a white BMW. And at 1:30 on Wednesday morning, they spotted a vehicle that matched that description, tried to pull it over, and that's when that pursuit began, ending up all the way out here near San Clemente. I mean, at this point now, we are getting into the point in this pursuit where Orange County is actually helping out in this standoff. We've heard potentially that this suspect is considered to be armed and dangerous, so that is a huge reason why this traffic, all these lanes have been shut down right now. They're not going to allow for traffic to get close to that suspect who could be considered armed and dangerous. And so this has been going on for hours right now, both the pursuit and now this traffic that is backed up well past us, even getting into that Camp Pendleton exit in that Camp Pendleton area. So for a look at that traffic and the impact that it is having on this northbound I-5 traffic here going on this morning commute. We're going to go now to Jenny Milkowski, and then we're going to give her another live look here at what we're seeing. Jenny?
Yeah, I think you have the best look there. That pretty much sums it up. So, you know, Chris just gave all the backstory of what's happening with this standoff north on the 5 near Camp Pendleton. You are not moving. I mean, if there's any way for you to avoid the 5, you will have to do that. So what we have right now is that SIG alert shutting down all the lanes from Christianitos over to Avenida del Presidente. Again, we've got that heavy police presence, including crews from Orange County as well. Basilone Road to Avenida del Presidente completely shut down. Cars are not moving. At one point, they were diverting traffic on that northbound drive at Basilone over to the southbound commute. As you can see, all those orange boxes indicate all the SIG alerts that we are dealing with. Traffic-wise, southbound side, of course, this is backed up as well. That's where traffic is being diverted. That delay, if I kind of move the map for you, you can see stretches for miles all the way back. You can see right at about Military Access Road, that's where the delay really hits. So if there's any way for you to just exit off there and avoid that complete standstill, that would be your best bet at the moment. Back to you.
Also new this morning, an investigation underway into this fire that burned a number of cars in North Park. This happened just after 2 o'clock this morning on Thorn Street near Bancroft. Firefighters looking into how all this started, but thankfully no one was hurt here. And a driver is in custody after crashing into a car with a family inside in Point Loma. It happened outside of a gas station just before midnight on Rosecrans Street near Lytton. Police tried to pull the man over for some kind of car violation. Then a short chase happened before he crashed. The man then tried to run away before officers caught up with him. The family was not hurt.
A controversial statue of Christopher Columbus in Chula Vista will be permanently removed from Discovery Park. This move comes after the city's Human Rights Commission asked council members to replace it with art that's reflective of Chula Vista's diversity, including its indigenous people. Many from the community spoke in support of removing that statue.
I would pass the Columbus statue multiple times a week, literally looking up to a man who had committed genocide to people just like me.
Now, the city will also create a task force to determine if they will rename Discovery Park and change Christopher Columbus Day to Indigenous Peoples Day in Chula Vista. Let's turn now to the latest on coronavirus. Good news to report here as the number of hospitalizations drops to under 100 for the first time in over a year. The county is reporting 98 hospitalizations. That's the first time we've seen double digits since April of 2020. Officials also reported 71 new COVID cases. That's now the 5th straight day the case number has stayed below 100.
Some good news for parents in need of something for their children to do this summer. Starting today, San Diego Unified parents can register their children for summer instruction and activities. Instruction will be teacher-led, and all activities will be offered by over 65 local nonprofits for free. San Diego Unified will give more details at a media conference at the Elementary Institute of Science. It starts at 10 a.m. It's an exciting time for one local theme park. Legoland is getting ready to open its largest edition ever, Lego Movie World.
It's a big deal here. This morning, we're actually getting a sneak peek. News 8's Allison Royal live in Carlsbad this morning with a first look at what to expect there. Good morning, Allison.
Good morning, Eric and Netta. So we are here at Lego Movie World, and it takes a lot of creativity to pull something like this off. So I know somebody who put all of this together. This is Tom Storer from Legoland. Tom, what was the inspiration for the labor of love that is Lego Movie World?
Well, you know, we took the great success of the 2 Lego movies and we put our own spin on it and tried to come up with something that the entire family could come and enjoy.
I know you were telling me, as well as other people here at Legoland, that you were so close to opening it, and then COVID hit last year. What is it like to finally have children come and walk through the park?
It's a great feeling knowing that tomorrow this place is going to be filled with great energy of the kids from our community, families coming out here to enjoy all the hard work that has gone into this project.
Now, I know that some kids have gotten a sneak peek of it. What has it been like as you just kind of observe their reactions and see what they like or what really wows them?
Well, one thing everybody likes is our huge when Emmett comes to life on his big tri-bike behind us, and seeing the scale of the Duplo monsters coming out of the ground, seeing our puppy palace. The kids have just had great reactions, so we're really excited to see even more of them out here.
Is Puppy Palace synonymous with heaven?
Yes, of course. That's where we all want to go.
That's where I want to go too when it's all over. Oh my gosh. Well, this is a really fun place to be. We've got the band out here. They were out here last time we were here, and they're really talented. I want to bring you back out live if you're not already. So Tom, thanks so much for speaking with me this morning. We got the band playing. Everything is awesome out here. And there's also a restaurant over here called Everything is Ramen. So very consistent with the Everything is Awesome here at Lego Movie World. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, make a reservation, bring your mask, and bring the family down to Lego Movie World here in Carlsbad.
Yeah, everything does look awesome there, that's for sure.
It does. Music,
Yeah.
ramen, I mean, you name it. Thank you,
Thanks,
Allison.
All right, if you missed it, here is a look at the super blood moon lunar eclipse this morning. Check out some of the images from our News 8 viewers. The moon had that, blood red color there as it entered the Earth's shadow. The lunar eclipse coincided with a supermoon on the other side of the world. So this is the closest full moon to the Earth of the year, making it appear larger. And you and I got to see it here this morning, Netta, before the shows began. It was cool.
Yeah, and we always say this, Eric, our phones don't do it justice. This was the picture I was able to take, the super flower blood moon. You see that red hue, that's why it's called the blood moon. That's our shadow. We're casting a shadow on that big bright super moon. How rude of us, right? Well, it's a lunar eclipse. So from 4:11 to 4:15, we saw these images right here, and then the clouds came, and then it went away, and it was no sight for us to see. But it is still a very special occasion nonetheless. Very, very rare to have both happening at once. It's also, by the way, called a flower moon because it happens in May. Anytime we get a super moon or a full moon in the month of May, they call it a flower moon. Right now, though, those overcast skies, that's why a lot of folks were not able to see that sight. We just got lucky enough right here in Kearney Mesa where they parted momentarily. So the increasing clouds interrupted the viewing. This is our second supermoon of the year, coinciding with that total lunar eclipse. The time for that lunar eclipse, 4:11 to 4:26. And now, the moon has set, the sun is up. Visibility is down. Look at Ramona now. You're at 2-mile visibility, so the marine layer cloud clouds, they've moved on inland. There's nothing obstructing them. Clouds roam at the path of least resistance. There's no wind pushing back, so onshore flow allowing pretty much a lot of San Diego to be coated in low-lying clouds, which you can't see from this satellite imagery. What you are seeing, though, will be high clouds. So we have a mix of high and low clouds going on, and because of the overcast skies, that warmer weather of yesterday stayed in place in some spots, so you're waking up to pretty comfortable temperatures. 65 in downtown, 60 in Carlsbad, 61 Escondido, a little cooler in Ramona at 52. Look at that 24-hour temperature change, how much warmer we are. Borrego, you're in the 80s right now, puts you 14 degrees warmer right now than we were at this time yesterday. Coming up, I'll tell you all about the afternoon highs and how long this seasonal weather is going to stick around. And Jenny.
So, of course, we're dealing with those big backups on the northbound 5 near the Camp Pendleton area. This is breaking news that both Netta, Eric, and Chris have been keeping you posted on a SWAT standoff situation on the northbound side of the 5 near Christianitos. This was a domestic incident that broke out in the overnight hours. That man that is involved in that SWAT situation is considered by police an armed and dangerous suspect. We have a lot of police presence in the area, including Orange County. I think at one point helicopters were hovering over the area as well. Currently, traffic-wise, it is at a standstill. So basically, north on the 5 at Christianitos all the way to Avenida del Presidente, everything is blocked off. I mean, you are not moving. Please just avoid the 5. At one point, they were diverting traffic off at Basilone, which still may be the case, but that is going to be a very, very slow diversion. Again, north on the 5 at Basilone. But as I zoom in on the map, you can see both north and southbound completely at a standstill. I'll show you that northbound commute. I'm going to zoom in real close. I know it's a little fuzzy, but you can see right at about Military Access Road as you're heading north on the 5. That's where that delay is going to hit. So if potentially, you're somehow listening to this and you're out on the road, you will have to exit before then if you want to avoid that standstill traffic. I do not foresee this clearing anytime soon. Chris Grow is live in the area, so of course stay tuned and we'll keep you posted all morning long.